You know that phone in your hand? It's literally rewiring your brain, like right now. And the craziest part? You can't even feel it happening. I mean, we've all been there, right? You finally put your phone down after scrolling forever and you just feel kinda empty, drained. But what if that feeling is more than just a bad mood? What if the real damage is happening somewhere much, much deeper? What if it's actually changing the way you think, the very structure of your thoughts? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the real price we're paying for that quick scroll.
All right, so how does this whole trap even get set? Well, it all starts with a scene that's probably a little too familiar. It's just a quick peek at your feed, right? But then you blink and bam, 30 minutes are just gone, vanished into this digital black hole. So what is actually going on inside your head during that lost time? The answer is, yeah, it's pretty unsettling. And it all starts with a trap your brain was basically built to fall right into.
So to really get why it's almost impossible to look away from that screen, we have to go back, like way back, to a time when our very survival depended on paying attention to the worst-case scenario.
Okay, so there's this thing called the negativity bias. Basically, our ancestors' brains were hardwired to spot threats. You know, that little rustle in the grass? Could be a lion. So paying attention to danger kept us alive. But here's the crazy part. Your 21st century brain can't tell the difference between a line in the grass and a terrifying headline on your phone. To your brain, a threat is a threat, period. And look, the data backs this up big time. Studies show we click on negative stuff a whopping 63% more often than positive stuff. Now, the algorithms that run your social media feeds, they know this. They're not evil, they're just code. And that code is designed to give our ancient caveman brain exactly what it's looking for. Danger. Just let that sink in for a second. The very survival instinct that kept humans from going extinct is now being hijacked to keep you scrolling. But this constant alarm bell going off in your head doesn't just waste your time. Oh no, it's flooding your entire system with a really powerful and really damaging chemical.
Yeah, this isn't just in your head. This is a full-on chemical reaction happening inside your body right now.
Think about it. Every single negative headline, every angry comment you read, it's like a tiny little shot of stress. A slow, steady drip of your body's fight or flight mode that just builds up minute by minute, scroll by scroll. And here's the proof. You can literally see it. That massive spike on the chart, that's cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. All it takes is 15 minutes of scrolling through bad news to cause that jump. You are quite literally marinating your brain in stress chemicals even long after you put the phone down. So, what's the fallout from that chemical flood? Well, it's a direct hit to your ability to think. Your attention span gets weaker, your working memory, that mental notepad you use to actually get stuff done, it starts to glitch. But here's the thing. The algorithm doesn't care about your memory. In fact, it's about to use your brain's weakened state to pull you in even deeper. Okay, so this is where it all comes together. This is where our ancient brain wiring slams into modern tech, creating a perfect storm. A feedback loop that is, honestly, it's brutally effective and almost impossible to break out of. So here's how this vicious cycle works. Step 1, you scroll, you click on something negative. Step 2, the algorithm sees that and immediately serves you up more of the same, keeping that threat detector in your brain on high alert. And then step 3, your brain actually starts to adapt. It begins to expect this constant, high-level stimulation. And the result? Anything slower, like reading a book or just sitting and thinking, starts to feel, well, painfully boring. And this goes way beyond just feeling anxious. It becomes a total distortion of your reality. I mean, when your entire information diet is just a constant stream of the most shocking, fearful stuff out there, your whole view of the world starts to warp. Which, of course, brings us right back to the big question we asked at the beginning. Okay, so let's recap. We've seen the psychological trap, we've seen the chemical reaction, and we've seen the algorithmic loop. So let's just cut to the chase. Is all of this actually making you dumber? Well, the answer is kinda yes and kinda no. The real truth is a little more complicated, and honestly, it's a lot more damaging than just losing a few IQ points. So think of your intelligence like a really impressive toolbox. Doomscrolling doesn't actually take any of the tools out of the box. Your raw IQ is probably fine, but what it does is it rusts all the tools shut. It completely undermines what we call functional intelligence, your ability to actually use the smarts you have to do things in the real world. And we're talking about the skills that really matter here. the ability to focus deeply on a single task, to think critically instead of just reacting, to solve complex problems. You know, the cornerstones of success and achievement. And these are the exact skills that get worn down by the endless scroll. But, and this is a big but, this isn't a life sentence.
All right, now for the good news. Your brain is not set in stone. The damage isn't permanent. You absolutely can fight back. You can rebuild.
You see, the same incredible process that allows your brain to get rewired for constant distraction, it's called neuroplasticity, that's also your ticket out. You can use that same process to intentionally rewire your brain back to a state of deep, powerful focus. You just have to make the choice to do it.
So here's a simple training plan to get you started. Think of it like a workout for your brain. First, set some clear boundaries. A screen curfew about an hour before you go to bed. Seriously, this alone can slash your cortisol and help you sleep better. Second, take what I call mindful breaks. Just 5 minutes. No screens, no podcasts, just quiet. It'll feel weird at first. And third, you have to actively train your focus like a muscle. Pick up a physical book. Read a long-form article online. Force your brain to follow one single line of thought. It's going to be tough at first, but just like any muscle, it will get stronger.
Hey, if this kind of breakdown is useful for taking back your focus, you'll probably get a lot out of the other explainers we do here on the channel.
So look, the big takeaway here isn't just that you can escape the doom scrolling trap. The real question is, once you get it back, once you reclaim your brain's incredible power for deep, meaningful focus, what amazing thing are you going to aim it at?